Gene Patterson, once again we're interrupting programming to bring you the latest on what's happening with that toxic spill on the UT campus. Our own Michael Agreda is out there. Michael, what can you tell us?
Well, I'm here next across the street, or at the UT Rec Center across the street, where a tanker car carrying 20,000 gallons trichloroethylene overturned. Some of the trichloroethylene has spilled. However, most of it is still in the tanker. 6 people and 2 rail workers are taken to the UT Medical Center. 4 have been released. 2 are still being treated from inhaling fumes. There are currently 12 KFD officers in hazardous materials suits on the scene. UT has evacuated the transportation services and faculty facility services buildings. They are still in the process of evacuating the UT Rec Center. There's only a few people left there, though.
Okay. What do we know about this trichloroethylene? How dangerous is it?
It is hazardous, but KFD is in the process of containing it. Some of the trichloroethylene has turned into gas, but most of it is still in pools and is being absorbed by the sand.
Okay, well, we'll check back later for more information.
Thank you.
Gene Patterson, once again we're interrupting programming just to bring you the latest on that toxic spill on the UT campus. Our own Richard Tomasin is out there. Richard, what can you tell us about this?
Well, a dangerous substance has been emitted into the air and on the ground in the form of liquid by a CSX tanker car that tipped over. The tanker was directly across the street from the T-Rec Center. The T-Rec Center, the transportation services, and the facility services buildings have all been evacuated at this point. 6 people were harmed from inhaling the trichloroethylene, which is what spilled out of the tanker, and they are all in stable condition and have been released from the hospital at this point.
What do we know about this trichloroethylene? What does it do to one?
Inhaling small amounts of it, or large amounts of it, results in like a general anesthesia, and it's kind of like being intoxicated by alcohol with slight nauseousness, but it's not too bad unless you inhale quite a large amount of it.
Okay, we'll be checking back for more information very soon.
Thank you.
Okay, Gene Patterson here. Once again, we're interrupting programming to bring you the latest on that UT toxic spill. And our own Nathan Johnson is out there. Nathan, what can you tell us?
Well, we've just found out that Curtis Hedges, one of the people taken to the hospital because of this spill, has actually been released and is willing to talk with us now.
Well, good.
Yeah, I was just, at the T-Rec Center, and I walk outside and get a big whiff of this gas, and, my throat started burning and all this stuff, and the firemen, took me to UT Hospital, and they checked me up, and I guess I'm fine now, but, other than that, it's not safe to be walking around, close to where the accident happened, so just be careful.
Now, did you watch the accident happen?
No, I didn't watch it, but I was informed after I'd walked outside and been exposed to the chemicals.
And do you know anything else about the other people that were taken to the hospital with you?
I know a few of them have been released, but the other ones I'm not sure yet.
Back to you.
All right. Now, what is happening at UT in response to this spill, if we could, Nathan?
Well, initially they closed down the roads directly north of Andy Holt and to the south of Pat Summit. But at the same time, we've also seen the evacuation of buildings, specifically the transportation and facility services buildings, as well as the University of Tennessee is continually work to remove all of the people that were in T-Rec directly across the street from the spill.
T-Rex, that's the gymnasium athletic center area, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, we'll be checking back later for further updates. Gene Patterson here. Once again, we're checking in on that toxic spill out at the UT campus. Our own Victoria Tate is out there. Victoria, it sounds like it's a little bit better now than it was just a few hours ago.
Yes, it is. They have actually evacuated all the buildings now, so everyone is in a safe area. And all 6 persons that were taken to UT Medical Center have been released. There were 2 students, or 2 workers and 4 students. We have Curtis Hudgens, senior at UT, Katie Bender, who's a sophomore, Hashish Amir, which was a grad student, Jennifer Campbell Jr., and then James Jones and Frank Beeman have all been released and are doing well. And I guess that's the latest.
Okay. Well, one thing I'm curious about is the buildings. Which specific UT buildings have been evacuated?
Yes, the T-Rex Center, the transportation and utility service buildings have all been evacuated thanks to the CSX yard where the spill happened.
So for those who may have missed our earlier reports, what specifically happened to cause these evacuations and these people being injured?
There was a tanker truck that flipped over, and there was a spill of trichloroethylene, and it's a chemical. It's in liquid form. Some of it was in gas, which is why people were taken to UT Medical Center. It can make you feel nauseous. It has a sweet smell, so if you're in the area and you can smell it, or if you're feeling nauseous, I would contact UT Medical Center for any questions.
Okay, well, we'll check back later as this wraps up.
All right, thank you.
Gene Patterson, we're interrupting programming one more time to bring you the latest on that toxic spill on the UT campus. Appears things are better than they were just about an hour ago. Our own Eric Gedank has the details. Eric, what's up?
Yeah, Phil, it seems like everything has begun to calm down over here. They haven't said anything about the roads yet. KPD or KFD is slowly but surely getting things back in order. UT does believe that the buildings will be reopened and students and employees will be able to reoccupy them at about 10 till 5. Everybody is out of the hospital and in stable condition after a checkup, and T-Rex is been cleared.
Okay, so for those who may have missed our earlier broadcast, what buildings were closed and what happened with the injured persons?
Yes, there were 2 rail workers and 4 UT students that had breathed in some fumes, and they were taken to the hospital for a quick checkout. The T-Rex building and the Transportation Facility Services building were both closed for a little while, and they think they should be reopened in about 10 till 5.
Okay, and the substance we're dealing with, just to remind everyone, is what?
Trichloroethylene, which was used as a cleaning solvent for a little while, and there was about 20,000 gallons in the tank when it spilled, most of which did not get out, but there was significant puddles of the material out of the train car.
And the greatest danger would be from inhaling the gas, is that it?
Yes, it would be from the gas, not actually touching the liquid nearly as much.
But probably not advisable to do either.
Of course.
People I'm sure the cleanup continues.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, thank you so very much. We'll be checking back as we get closer to news time.
Thank you very much.